people, and welcome back to another review. This time we're celebrating 180k. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so blessed to have made it this far, and fingers crossed continuing to make it far, helping each and every one of you out there. So the past couple of times I just wanted to give you a bit of background to the hosiery I picked today for you guys. So hold on, do you not realise my fan's still on? And I realise all you guys are going to hear is this whirring in the background. Anyway, so the background to it is every time I normally put a poll out to say what should I do a review on, like give me some inspiration, have you guys got any ideas? There's a couple of times that some of you actually said, oh, it'll be nice to see some normal high street brands rather than like Jonathan Astor, Walford, CDR, and brands like that. So I heard and I decided to act upon it this time, and I got myself some pairs from Primark. Now, I rarely ever go into a Primark, but when I do, I like to pick up like little bargains. I won't say these are really bargains because they weren't in the sale or anything, but I wanted to give it a go actually, and just see what they're like. Now, normally I try and stay away from sort of cheaper hosiery because they don't last as long, you know, they can snag quite easy. But I kind of wanted just to give it a go myself and just see, do you know what I mean? Like, see if it could change my mind. So I've got 3 pairs I'm doing for you guys today. Yeah, I know 3 pairs is quite a lot, but I decided to do 3 different types. So I've got, the first one is 2 pairs of fashion tights, which are also known as micro nets. Really, I've taken a pair out, so 2 might not fall out. What is just the one, which is folded up nicely, in the size small and obviously in the colour black. Second pair is fashion tights, Houndstooth tights, in the colour black and also size small, which I thought would be really cool to do because these are pretty in right now. And third one is 1 pair of fashion Holdups with reinforced toe, and they're 40 Denier. Underneath the luxury category. There's not much that it says at the back either. No, there's nothing there. Obviously I'll give detailing and the prices I've paid for it in the description. Yeah, I'll do it in the description actually, because there's no point in doing it so like on the video. So I wanted to start off with the fishnets. So these come packaged just like this in cardboard, so it's not really protected. So I would say make sure you check your pair before you pick it up, because you don't want to end up getting a pair that's already like been snagged, and what's the point? So, oh, I can rip this now and actually get in. Yay. So you'll see them folded nicely like so. I know this is the boring part, but you know me guys, I like to be thorough in my reviews. Otherwise, what's the point of giving you all the good and leave out all the nitty gritty, so. Right, so we're in. Now normally your second pair will be folded in here, but obviously I've taken that out. So you'll see the fact that they've got a big piece of card in them, and they're quite sort of small, which means they're going to have a lot of stretch, which is awesome. Now I've got like a bit of a weird technique to get card out, but it works for me every time. So I'm going to scrunch it down a little bit, hold it, and just slide them straight down. It's quick, it's easy, and it doesn't ruin your tights either. So I'm a bit skeptical about this band here because it seems quite big and already pretty stretched out, but we'll see how we go with this. I'm a little bit worried now, I'm not gonna lie. So alright, so usual scrunch and roll. Move out of the way. Yeah, usual scrunch and roll. And obviously I like to do it so the toes are like nice and flat like this. That's if you guys didn't know that already, which I'm sure most of you will, so it's cool. Right, and clearly losing my balance today. I do apologise. I'd normally do this sitting down, but I've been sitting down a lot, so that's not. Right, so make sure like the toe seams line up just around the toes. And one thing I've noticed actually, just getting them on, there seems to be literally a smaller knit around the toes. Now you know me guys, I'm just gonna go to the side and do this. I'm not gonna do this on cam. I am back. So now that they're on, oh, let me finish off my outfit. So I'm literally just going to be doing plain black suede court shoes with these, just to, you know, because I'm dressing up for the office, aren't I? Right, so that's the look. Right, so first things first, my tights are pretty, I wouldn't say rough, but as you can see, like, my dress doesn't flow against it. If anything, it kind of sticks to it a little bit. So that's a bit annoying. But they actually do look pretty nice on that. I really do like this fine net. I think it is lovely. Yeah, I think this is lovely. Now, yeah, so I want to show you guys what I saw while I was rolling them up. So basically, oh, actually, hold on. Oh yeah, you won't sit on the back as much. Oh no, actually you can. I'll tell a lie. Oh god. Let me try and do this in a ladylike way, guys, I'm sorry. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but I think it ends about here. I'm just trying to look in the mirror at the same time while I do this. I'm sure it ends about here. But basically, it's a lot more of a finer net. Only very slightly. I'm not saying it's like a really, really fine net, but only very slightly. And it acts like it kind of acts like a little bit of a reinforcement, which I quite like, because normally not a lot of fishnets do, but I quite like it. It fits really nice around the foot. Obviously there's plenty of wiggle room for the toes, so that's awesome. Around the ankle it's really nice and smooth and fitted, so I'm happy with that. Right, let me just get my shoesies back on. Right, so let me see if I can... No, oh, I can't bend the camera forward. Oh. Hold on, let me just adjust for you guys for a second. There we go. Right, so as you can see on the legs, really lovely fitted finish, especially around the back of the leg too. But as you can see, there's a lot of stretch in this, which I quite like, which means you'll get a lovely fitted finish all around. I actually really like the way these look on, you know. These actually are really nice. You wouldn't think these are from Primark, put it that way. But yeah, it's a very slightly rough feel. It's not soft and it's not like rough. It's like a little bit in between, but it's not bad though. It's not something that would like irritate your legs if you're in them all day. They actually do look really lovely. And actually like quite nicely sort of slim the leg too. Now, so I can't show you guys on cam, but basically the waistband sits here on me, so it's around my belly button point, and it is quite loose, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. Let me just put my camera back up now, guys. Yeah, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. I can see this falling down slightly if I'm not wearing the right thing. So I would probably recommend something like this with bodysuit, so you can tuck it on and tuck your bodysuit clip bit over your tights so it can hold it in place. Another thing that a lot of people do is wear underwear over it, just to keep them from falling down. There's obviously a couple of other things, but it's just a bit annoying because it's like they're such a good pair, but the waistband is now letting me down. And another thing obviously I do want to point out to you guys, actually let me see if I can try and show you. So I just had to pull them down. I'm going to move the camera back down again. Right, so another thing is, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is no gusset. Literally, it's just this line or seam right in the middle of it all. I'm trying to do it in such a way so you guys can see it. But yeah, so there is literally no gusset, it's just complete net the whole way. The waistband is quite thin, literally it's just this. Don't get me wrong, they're stretchy, which is amazing, but it doesn't seem to sit and fit on my waist properly, which is pretty annoying if I'm honest, because I actually really did like these. So it's a bit of a shame, but not a bad thing, I suppose. I mean, I suppose I'll do for a couple of wears, but this is not something I would keep in my wardrobe as a pair that I would always go to, if you know what I mean. Like, I wouldn't mind if I damaged these and threw them away the next day, put it that way. So yeah, so these are the fishnet tights. Not bad, but could be a little bit better. Right, so my next pair is the Houndstooth. I know my camera's a little bit lower now, guys. I'm just gonna leave it there because it just works for the time being. So to get into these is at the top. Right, so these are wrapped in plastic to obviously help keep them from snagging, and bunched up behind the card. I'm a bit annoyed because the card is right near to the bottom of the leg, so it's gonna be a bit of a mission to get it out, but it's cool. So once again, I'm just gonna scrunch and roll this down and prise the card out. There we go. I just want to show you guys before I get it on. So we've got pattern from the toe seams all the way up to the reinforced band part. I also call it like a boxer brief part. And then, now I need to crouch down. Oh, and there is no gusset. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. Yep, there is no gusset whatsoever, literally just a seam. So, and there is no obviously front or back way to put these on. I mean, obviously if it's in a larger size, I know they've got like a double seam at the back. Yeah, it's not that comfortable. I've tried it once, it's horrible. But yeah, obviously in smaller sizes, I suppose it's whichever way possible you want to get it on. Right, so scrunch and roll done. Nice glide on actually. Not bad so far, let me say. Yeah, not bad. Easy enough to do, which I'm happy with. And so far they actually fit really well, nice and snug around the feet and the legs, so I'm happy with that. Just pull these up as much as I can. Now, normally I'm quite anal as to how I try and get these as symmetrical as possible, but I'm trying to let that go. I'm trying to be a bit more better in that. Right, perfect. So, tights are on. Shoes are going on. And boom, outfit complete. So this is another really cool work outfit that you can do. Simple, but your legs are the statement piece and I quite like it. And now the fact that my Houndstooth seam literally starts bending a little bit is actually really bugging me. But I'm sorry if I keep rambling on about it, it's pain. It's absolute pain. So let me show you guys around the toes. So as I mentioned, obviously the design starts right from the toe seam. These don't have reinforced toes on them. But I suppose it's great if you want to wear them with open toe shoes or anything because you get the design, so it's cool. Nice, lovely fitted finish. Toes have got enough wiggle room in them. They actually don't feel bad at all on the legs. They're a matte finish. Yeah, they're a matte finish, so they won't have too much of a silky feel at the top. But they're still quite soft though, I'm not going to lie, they're still quite soft. I'm trying to go higher ups but not expose too much. But the reinforced band sits quite high on me, which is quite nice actually. And that also means I can actually wear shorts with them, because when the band sort of sits here, you get to, you know, when you sit down when you're wearing shorts, you see it and it just doesn't look that great. But they sit quite high, so I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, they're not bad at all, actually. They feel great, they look pretty funky. I would totally wear these casually as well. I wouldn't even just do it just for work. I'd wear them with casual outfits, like I said, with shorts, with like mini skirts. I quite like them and I think they actually do look really, really lovely. Not bad quality, I've got to say as well. I feel like these are the type that could snag quite easily. But you've just, I suppose, once again, you've just got to take care. So the band is decent this time round, fits really nice on the waist, sits around my belly button on me and is that thick, which is cool. Plenty of stretch in it as well, as you can see, with all this reinforced part. So I'm really happy with these. I think these are actually really cool. Okay, now let's make the camera a little bit higher. And there we go. But yeah, so these are actually really cool. Yeah, they fit really well. They've got a nice amount of stretch in them as well, so yeah, I quite like these. These are actually a really good pair. Woohoo! Yeah, I would totally wear these again, I'm not gonna lie. When I get a chance to like revisit some old hosiery, I totally would wear these. And lastly, my third pair, which are the 40 Denier Holdups. I'm excited about. So these also come wrapped in plastic packaging. And also wrapped around card, like there's a piece of card. So the card's not inside, let me just mention. Now one thing that is really catching my eye is the fact that you've got see-through bands, so you get your skin tone coming through. I've got a couple of pairs of Holdups like this and I absolutely love them for that reason. They just look super cool. You can actually make them quite sporty, which I like. Yeah, I quite like them. These look pretty cool. So here's another tip. Normally the seams tend to sit at the back or in the middle of the middle of your thigh. Normally they tend to sit at the back, especially when you get the leg shaping, but because this doesn't, I'm going to sit these on the inside, so you can't really see them much. And let me just point out here, I don't think I'll be too happy with the toes. They're quite wide, like no shaping. They seem quite, again it's a thicker denier, but they could have made it slightly like shaped or slightly smaller so they're not too boxy around the feet. But we'll see how we go. Yeah, okay, not bad, not bad. Like, see what I mean? You've got like, oh, what is it with that little piece of fluff? It's like little bits at the end of the toes that I don't really like. That bugs me. Not that you can see it, but it bugs me. I'll get my other one on. So once again, scrunch and roll. Now normally I turn these inside out like so, but because the silicone isn't that sticky, it's fine if you want to roll it up just as it is as well. Right, so, oh, okay, these are going to sit quite high, I feel. Actually, I'm going to sit these here just so like I'm not sitting them too high and like, you guys can't see it or anything. But I quite like these. These actually look really cool. Yeah, these actually look really cool. Okay, I'm just going to put my hand here just in case. But yeah, I love this. This instantly looks absolutely awesome without like even trying. And one thing I do like about it is it's a triple silicone band. So each of these bands have silicone on them. Yeah, this band doesn't. But yeah, which I really like. So you've got some really good hold to it. But I've got a feeling the more you wear these, the more the silicone bands are actually gonna start losing their tackiness. So I'll probably invest in some hold up adhesive just to keep that going. Alright, now we're getting a little bit darker with the outfit now. We're literally all black. So this is the complete outfit. And it's actually looking really nice. The 40 Denier is not bad. I've got a bit of wrinkling behind the knee while I was doing that little leg pop thing that I do. There's a little bit of wrinkling behind the knee. But I suppose it's because I'm sitting my hold ups not as high up as I normally would. But yeah, I love it. The feel of it is quite nice. It's quite smooth. I wouldn't say completely smooth, but quite smooth. Obviously really nice matte effect to them as well. So obviously that'll help giving that silhouette shape into the legs. Around the feet, there's plenty of wiggle room, obviously. Nice and fitted around the ankles, and actually they're not bad, you know. They're not bad at all. For 40 Denier, these are quite dark. I expected them to be a little bit more sheer around the legs, but they actually are quite dark. But I like that. I actually do like that. And then obviously the amazing band. Let me show you guys close up if I can. The silicone parts on it, just so you can see what I mean. But it's really cool. I really like these, and yeah, they're a good affordable pair as well, so if you don't want to be spending too much money, these are perfect. Yeah, they actually fit. Do you know what? They're not bad. They're actually not bad at all. It's just the wrinkling at the back that's getting me a little bit, but I'm not going to keep going like this to everybody, so it's fine. It's no biggie. But yeah, otherwise, I actually do quite like this pair. This is actually quite a nice pair. Yeah, I would totally recommend these, to be honest. Yeah, Primark has changed my mind, let me just say. But I mean, I totally understand, obviously, some people can't afford more luxury brands, and do you know what, it's okay, because at the end of the day, you're always going to find an alternative, or if not something a lot better than higher brands, to be honest. I mean, I've come across that a couple of times, and I'm talking years ago when I would spend so much on luxury brands, and then actually I found some just normal mid to high end brands. So I'm talking like Jonathan Aston. Oh my god, they're not coming to, like Levante. There's some other brands as well. They're literally not coming to my head because I'm thinking too much about it. And I found you know what? They're just as good. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to be spending stupid amounts of money for no reason, really. But obviously it's personal preference. Right guys, I've actually had a really good time doing this, to be honest. It's been an eye-opener. I thought it would be really crap, but actually I've really enjoyed them. They're actually really cool, and I would totally recommend them. Then the only one I probably would sort of say I wasn't too keen on was the fishnets, purely because of the waistband, but otherwise they were such a great pair. So yeah, so thank you guys for your input on that. I'm actually glad I got round to doing so. So yeah, so let's try and get something prepared earlier for 190k and go from there. See you for now, guys.